Light78, Chapter 2, Jump. A stunning view was seen all around from the bird's view. An island surrounded by water and thick jungle. A man was falling down with such speed towards the ground that his cheeks were squashed like plastic, and tears were coming down his cheeks. He wanted to open the parachute, but couldn't, because the string was stuck. The only thing he could do was to stay and say prayer. "Fuck's sake, I'm going to die." His face became redder from the pressure and consciousness that he was about to die. "God, please help me. Let the fucking parachute open." He pulled the string one more time, with ease, but the parachute didn't open. The earth was getting closer to the man, who was in despair. He started to remember the most important moments of his life. That was his lovely wife and kids. There were only 500 meters left till the man would hit the top of the trees. He was flying and watching from the top of the trees, and on a river with a beautiful waterfall in the distance. This view let his heart beat slower. Birds were flying beside him that were singing like saying goodbye to him. He waved at them and pulled the parachute string at 180 meters last time. For the miracle, the parachute opened, and a man with great speed was flying straight through the branches in no time and leaves of the trees. From the unknown, if he will survive, he lost consciousness and with an open parachute was going through the branches and leaves. At last he stopped falling and stayed with the parachute hanging in the tree, 5 meters above the river. Minutes were ticking, which was a lot for him. He was hanging with his head upside down above the river. There was too much blood in his head, which caused dizziness and high blood pressure. His face was completely red, like a person who has been drinking for a month or someone who has gotten sunburned on the beach. 10 minutes passed, and he got back his consciousness. He opened his eyes and he saw branches and a river under him that was 15 meters wide. "Fuck's sake, where am I? My head is killing me." He was talking loudly and was trying to calm him down. "Do I have a knife?" He checked all his pockets and found a real dagger in one of them. 5 more minutes passed before he cut the ropes of the parachute that were around his left feet. With a loud splash, man fell into the river and started to swim to the side. The water of the river was crystal clear as he had ever seen in his life before, and he had never seen this in his life before. With the last power, he swam to the side and sat down there. A small bit above his ankle, blood was coming out with the trace of the rope. His head started to get back to the way it was before with the tone of his body, and he started to think clearly. He tried to remember people that he was on the plane with, but he couldn't. He was around 40 years old, with a beard and strong muscular body. He started to think that he needed to make a fire because the dawn was coming. He looked in the pockets of the parachute jacket in search of the lighters. After a good search, he took out good quality lighters that cost a decent price in a shop. He started to light the lighters, but they wouldn't burn. "Fucking bastard, I need to get dry. And it is getting colder and darker every minute." He was in despair, but remembered that he had watched a series where people were surviving in bad weather. There he saw how to make a fire without matches and other tools. He had to find a little branch that was cut into two pieces and where he could put something dry and flammable. He started to look for branches and after 5 minutes found them. Then he had to find something dry that could light up easily and another small branch. He found it in a second and he couldn't figure out what to find that was dry and flammable. But there were palm trees all around. He went up to one of the palm trees and took a dry leaf. He cut the leaf into smaller pieces. He took his dagger and cut it in half, put the cut palm leaves on the place where there was a small crack and started to rub with another branch in the direction towards the dry leaves and back. The palm leaves started to smoke after 5 minutes, but were not burning yet. He sighed from the effort he was putting in, and through that he could put something drier, better burning on it. After a brief moment of relief, a man went further into the jungle where he saw a little Christmas tree with dry branches. He took it and brought it to the river and went back to the same place. The sky and surroundings got darker, but still there were silhouettes of the trees seen that were ornamented into the colors and tones of the sun in a distance. He went further and further till he was about 150 meters past and saw trees that he had never seen in his life before. One of the trees' trunks was white in color, with black vertical and horizontal splashes. Its leaves were quite small and green in color. Further, there was a tree that was 15 meters wide. Fuck's sake, these trees are very weird. Where the fuck am I? He was looking at the trees like a giant miracle. There were a few pine trees seen in a distance, but he didn't go there, and as there was a big chance to get lost. On the way back to his place, he picked up unknown branches for the fire. Once he got back to his place, he put a dry Christmas tree branch in the fireplace and broke it into a few pieces. Then he put a smaller Christmas tree branch in the fireplace and broke it into a few pieces as well. He put the smaller branches in a V-shaped position and he put a small dry Christmas tree branch on the tree to make a fire. After less than 5 minutes, the pine of Christmas trees lit up and was thrown into the fireplace. In a few moments the fire was burning. The night had come, and there were seen only a few meters in radius around that was going on. The man sat down by the fire and took off his trousers, parachute clothes, and a t-shirt. He took 2 pieces of the wood and stuck them into the ground, where put his clothes to dry up. He was left only in his pants, but it didn't bother him. The main thing was that he was alive. All he had to do was to make a place to sleep. He stood up and went up to the palm. He looked at the top of the palm leaves in the tree, where stars were seen through them. He breathed in, and with bare hands climbed up to the palm and took 10 leaves for the sleeping. Where am I? He looked around, but all he could see were trees in shadows. He looked down and saw a river that was shining with plankton. What is this place? Hi everyone, welcome to Light78 TV, You're so welcome to be here, and I'm so grateful that you're watching this video. I apologize for reading. I will tell what Light78 is all about, and you are so welcome to join this light community. Light78 is all about healing people from alcohol and other diseases, depression, OCD, and PTSD. It is inspired by book Light78 that is written by Universe. These chapters of book Light78 are healing people from alcohol and other addictions by guiding people on spiritual path. Our mission is to publish Light78 and raise funds to build a healing retreat from alcohol addiction. Heal as many people as possible from alcohol addiction. To make Light78 TV reality, Universe and I will be so grateful for you, for your support for living expenses for the next 3 months, as we have no other way to do it. Subscribe to Light78 channel and support Universe and me with $20 to $50 a month for 3 months living expenses that Universe and I and you can make Light78 TV a reality. Let's make it happen. If this is your calling, to help and heal millions of people all over the globe from alcohol and other addictions, then contact me by email light78tv@gmail.com or leave a comment. Become a member of a Light78 family. Peace, love, and harmony. If anyone needs help to stay sober from alcohol, please contact me as well by email light78tvi@gmail.com. Tell your friends who you think will be interested in Light78 and healing people. Stay tuned. Many blessings to you and see you in next videos, man. Universe and I, we love you. Love and light.